Well, as you know, today is National Productivity Day. In Abuja, there will be awards given to some individuals and organizations that have distinguished themselves in terms of productivity level. About 16 individuals will be receiving this award and 3 organizations. Of course, that's the focus of our program today. We'll be looking at the level of productivity in Nigeria. I'm being joined on the program by a business productivity consultant, Bountiful Adelanwa. Thank you so much, Bountiful, for coming in this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, let's look at productivity in Nigeria. It's according to what the Labour Minister says, Mr. Emeka, let me just actually quote him, says, poverty is indeed the most important determinant of socio-economic growth, wealth creation, employment generation, and overall improved standard of living. Now, as important as this seems to be, what is the level of productivity among Nigerians?
The level of productivity among Nigerians, well, I'll take you through the chronicles.
Okay.
In time past, it's been so bad. And the effort being made by individuals, by government agencies like the National Productivity Center, even the minister at the helm of affairs now, and some other individuals, experts in productivity. I think with the level of awareness is raised, but we are still not above average. If I'm going to be sincere at this level, we are still not above average.
Okay. So if you say it has raised, let me take you back to the fact that since today is National Productivity Day,
yes,
awards are going to be conferred. Last year was the 13th edition of there was a conferment of awards last year. There were about 20 individuals and 10 firms who were conferred with this award.
Yes.
But this year, what we have is 16 individuals and 3 firms going to be conferred with this award. Why do you think there's been a drop?
I think the drop majorly is based on the economic progress. You see, these awards are not just conferred as a political award or a social award. The assessment being made. Like what we call the productivity and quality improvement programs of the organizations being checked. So I want to assume that those that are being conferred with the awards today are those that have done well.
What would you regard as having done well?
Okay, when I say those that have done well is if the lot is so bad and we have few that have raised the bar, I think they have done well. You know, it's better if we say it's so bad and we are doing something than saying it's so bad and everybody's just bad. So it's so bad, yes, but some of them are making efforts. Some of them, I can tell you, as a consultant, we have some that doesn't even have plans for productivity. They don't even, they are focused on making profit, and they are not focusing that the issue of productivity is a major thing. It takes strategic planning, and when you don't put that in place, when you don't make effort to improve on productivity, even the profit will be affected.
So does that also mean that not a lot of people understand what productivity really is supposed to be?
I can say very surely that not a lot of people understand what productivity really means.
Okay, so could you just tell us what productivity is so that we can actually see if people thoroughly understand what it's supposed to be? I might have an idea of what productivity is supposed to be, but I could be wrong. Since you're an expert in the field, could you just tell us?
Everybody, when we mention the word productivity, what comes to mind for some people is effectiveness, some will say competence, some will say efficiency. But the truth is, productivity is a balance between the two. It's the it's the measurement of the ratio between the output and the input. And what we say, a lot of people don't understand, a lot of organized business owners, we even come down to the mini and micro businesses. They don't understand what productivity is. Because when you go to you see a lot of waste in the system. When you look at the overhead, and you look at what is coming out of it, you will know that, yes, it's a mathematical method. It's not. It's a formula. It's a measurement that follows mathematical logic. So it's not something you just say this is productivity. For some people it's a mindset. I remember TVET 1993 said it's beyond mathematics. It's beyond science. It's beyond technology. It's a mindset. It's a mindset that consciously want to improve on what we are making. Yeah, the company is making profit. Yes, we are making money. Are we thinking of better ways to make more profit? And not only more profit, improve on the quality of products and services we are giving out. And that also affects the staffs. the quality of staffs we are having. So for all of us, we should understand that productivity is beyond, like you are struggling. I remember I once in a session where Tara Ruto said, you are running, you come back and tell your boss you've been to Ikeja from Ikeja, but what do you have to show for it? That is the productivity involved. There's a product, there's an activity. The ratio of the product and the activity involved in bringing about the product is what we call productivity.
That's a very good example to give, because you see, just like that analogy you gave of how people would say they've been running from Ikeja, from one end of Ikeja to the other,
yes,
in terms of trying to sell their product. Now, we have a lot of people who do that, and we have a lot of companies who have actually fallen victims to individuals who actually do that on a daily basis. So that would, of course, translate to the drop we see in the profits recorded by such companies. Now, let's talk about how you talked about the National Productivity Center.
Yeah.
How much has that center actually stimulated productivity within Nigerians or within Nigeria?
Okay, for me as a business productivity consultant, I've been in the field in the past 8 years, and until recently, thank God for social media, through the LinkedIn and the website, we discovered that there is a functional agency of the government on productivity. I think when I decided to look at, my passion is poverty, and not only for poverty but a way out of poverty. And like Foladeola said, he said to fight poverty is to create wealth. And when you not create the wealth and there's a waste in the wealth, then there's a need for productivity. And when I wanted to go into this industry, I found that I need to learn more. I went for trainings, and to this point I've not been to National Productivity Center. I've done franchise courses in productivity and all that, but because it's an industry I operate, I have to go and learn about them, read about their operations. They have branches in about 13 states in the country. They have in Lagos. Well, I know some, they focus more, you feel their presence more in the industries.
That's the bigger industries.
The bigger industries. Well, they work with micro businesses and mini businesses, but they do more with the bigger industries. And so the awareness level is a bit low.
So if they change that strategy, for instance, instead of focusing solely on large businesses and come to focus on medium to small businesses, do you think there will be a change?
Yes, because if you look at the Nigeria economic situation particularly, major source, when you look at the GDP, you know that the mini and micro businesses contribute a lot. So why would we not spend more time on them?
When you say more time, we'll spend more time on this particular industry and totally forget.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we should do more to reach out to the micro and mini businesses. Look at the UWIN program, fantastic effort from the government, and these people get all this money and they're not being monitored or assisted on the issue of products. It's a thing to get the money, it's a thing to be able to pay back or probably make a lot of employment with the money or create a lot of employment with the money, pardon me. But what about the measure? We can get more from that's what we can get more from what you are doing. That's what productivity. So I think National Productivity Center, if you look at their content, their ideology, the mission is fantastic. They have good idea, but I want to emphasize that they need to do more.